Hello and welcome to another episode of Brad's Angling Adventures. In this one I'm going to go through about attaching your floats to your line, keeping them in place, different ways of attaching them, and attaching your hook lengths as well. So bits I'm going to be using today: the trusty Justron fishing line. If you haven't seen the video to that, I'll put a link up here or up here. I don't know what side it's going to be, but it'll be one of the corners. Go and have a look at that. Good line, very cheap. Some split shot, couple of different ways of attaching the float to the line out of my little goodie boxes. We've got all my little bits and pieces, bits of terminal tackle. Couple of different ways of attaching your hook length to the line. So we've got a couple of floats, got some float stops, and as always a pair of scissors. So that's what we're using. That's what we're going to be doing. Let's get on and have a go, eh? So we've got to imagine that our trusty Justron line is our fishing reel. The line has gone up through the eyes and back down to where you can work on it. Putting the line up through the eyes and everything, it's in a previous video. Have a look at that. As again, don't know what side it'll be, but it'll be one of them. Have a look at that. I'll put a link up. So we've put it through the eyes, back down, and we're going to start working on our line. Okay. Now these floats, don't know whether you'll pick that up on the camera, but they have got, there you go, a little hole there you can put line through. But if I can pick the line up, if you thread that through there, okay, and you've put weights either side of it, or your float stops either side of it, any way you want to stop it, you've got your hook length on this end, got your weights down the line, what you want to put on to get that float sitting just right. And all of a sudden you're fishing this size float, all of a sudden wind changes, water starts getting a bit choppy, you need to fish a bigger float. Okay, a bit heavier, maybe a bit bigger. So to change that float, because it's put on like that, you've got to take your hook length off, you've got to take all your weights off, your float stops, everything. Take that float off, put another one on. You don't want to be doing that, it takes too much time, too much messing about. So we use what we call float adapters. There's a few different types. You've got this one, which is just a piece of silicone with a little hole in the bottom there, you see. Hopefully you can put me on that side of it, you ain't going to see it. Well, wrong one. Yeah, a little hole in the bottom of that. You've got this one, which is an invisible one. No, you've got this one, which is like just a bit of float rubber, I suppose, and that has got a small swivel in it at the end, so you can put your line through that. What else have we got? We have got the trusty American snap link swivel, okay, which has got a swivel there, you can see, and then it goes down to that barrel, and then you've got the link there, which, turn that round, open that up and put that on your float. I always make sure you can get one standby. You can get them this shape, okay, see that, get them like that, I don't use them for attaching my float. Reason being is because your float's always going to, I don't know, I think your float's going to sit slightly wonky because of the shape of that end, so it's pointed, whereas this one is totally round. So your float, I think your float's going to sit better on that. Okay, I think them ones are made by Guru. Wouldn't be 100% sure, but I'd always make sure I get them the round ones. Okay, don't get the shaped ones. I think it'll sit better. But yeah, that's the different ways. If you're using float rubbers, always give the end that you're putting into your float rubber a little bit of moisture, because they go in a lot easier. Okay, that's how they attach, like that. And then all you got to do, he says with confidence, is put your line through the tiny little hole. Now, if you're getting old, like I am, hi-ho, that's gone through the hole. Right, so we're through. They do get a little bit hard to see, okay, but they're good, they do the job. As I said, once that's on there, you want to change your float. They don't come off as easy as they go on, but you just take that float out, put your next float in, okay, change a few weights and you're fishing again. Alright, but as I said, if you're getting old like me and your eyesight's failing a bit, you don't want to be messing out with a little hole like that. So you can use the type with the swivelling, which he says with confidence again, there you go, through first time. Is a little bit easier to get on, okay, but I find these ones much better. As I said, these like American snap link swivels, I find these much better because the swivel's bigger, you see it a lot easier, lines through, no messing about. As I said, to attach your float, okay, what way around is that? Is that side around? To attach your float, you just unclip it like that, okay, you can see that there's unclipped, and then just stick your float on like that, clip it back in, your float's attached, okay, not going nowhere. Well, it will if you don't clip it back in like I ain't. There you go, just clip back in, so it's on your line, not going anywhere. And if you need to change your float, you just unclip it, take that float off. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt, cat's had kittens, world's your lobster. So yeah, it's that easy. Okay, so keeping that float in place. Now, on all the floats you get, this is an unloaded float, and it says on it, this is an NGT float, that it takes 5 BB shot. You can see that there. Okay, on this one, which is a loaded float, it's another NGT float, it's loaded there with that little brass weight, okay, which is equivalent to a BB. I think you'll find it says 1 plus 2 BB, so it's the equivalent to a BB. So you're going to put another 2 BB or another 2 BB's worth of shot down your line, or you can put it either side of your float to attach it. But there you go, as you can see, tells you on your float what you need, what shot you need to get that float sitting right in the water. So, as I said, keeping that float still. This one takes 5 BB, okay, so you've got your choice of getting your split shots out, okay, and if I can get some of that, and just lightly bite them on. Get a couple of split shot either side of your float. Don't bite them on too hard because you're going to want them, you know, you're going to need to move them. Okay, and just lightly, just enough to keep them on the line. All right, and then that your float's attached. Okay, let me get a bit more line off. Your float's attached. Okay, and you can move it up and down your line. If you're going to move it, give it a bit of moisture because otherwise you will get a bit of line burn from moving your weights up the line. Okay, so you see I've moved that up, bit of moisture again, move that one up. Okay, and your line is moved up your line. Do that either way obviously, but the only thing is I find with split shot do tend to damage your line a bit, and I want the least amount of weak points on my line as possible. Okay, with where I've attached these split shot, if I wet my fingers and then run them down the line, I can feel the dents. I can feel the where it's squeezed the line, and to me that's a weak point in the line. Okay, so if you do put them on your split shot, make sure you move it all up your line, move all your split shot up the line, and cut that line off. Okay, because you don't want any. So you don't want any weak points in there. So that's one way of attaching keeping your float in one place. Okay, split shot. Another way, which is my preferred way, is float stops. Okay, now as you can see, it's a bit sparse here, so I'm running a bit low. I need to get some more. I've got some other different ones, but I like these ones. I find these, they don't let me down. I use them a lot. I normally use 2 either side of the float, but as I've only got 2 left, I'll only be putting 1 either side of the float. But as you can see, they're on like not line, and you can see there's a loop in that line, so all you got to do is put your line through that loop. Okay, push that float stop up and it'll trap your line like that. Okay, keep pulling that float stop until it comes off like that and it's on your line. Easy as that. Okay, then you obviously, using your preferred method, put that on your line so your float's there, and then same again, your line through the loop, push your float stop up, keep it going until it comes off. That's on your line. There you go, your float's attached. Nice and easy to move up and down your line any way you want. Okay, lovely job. So that's how we're going to put our floats on the line and get them to stay where you want them. So then we go down to putting our hook length on. Now, a couple of ways of doing it. You're going to need some split shot down your line to get your float to sit exactly how you want it in the water. One way you can attach your float is by a swivel. Alright, you can use hopefully you can see that, a tiny little swivel there. Okay, and you can use that as basically a telltale shot down your line. Okay, so if you've got a little bit of line, if you're fishing over deck, if you've got a little bit of line on the deck, that's sitting on the bottom as your last telltale shot. As soon as your fish picks your bait up, moves that off the bottom, it's going to register on your float. Your float's going to move. Okay, so you can use that as your telltale shot. Now, tie it on however you want. I'll just do a quick little blood knot, couple of turns. Okay. Don't forget, always remember, wet your line when you're tying your knots. Hold them for 10 seconds. I'm not going to hold this one for 10 seconds because I'm not fishing with it, but hold them for 10 seconds to give that mono time to bed in. Okay, and then I'll get a hook length. And then all we need to do is, with our hook length, is put the loop of your hook length through the eye of the swivel. Okay, like that. Then put your hook through the loop of your hook length, like so. Hopefully you can see all this. You might be able to see it better there. And then just pull that down, and there your hook length is attached. Alright, and as I said, that can be used as your telltale shot. It sits like that. The bait's here, that will sit on the bottom, and the rest of your line is up to your float like that. Fish picks that up, moves that little swivel, and it's going to register on your float. Okay, so that's one way of attaching your hook length to your line. Now I'll get this back off like so, easy to take off as well, and I'll show you another way. Cut that off. Another way is, you've got these type of thing. Okay, this one is a Guru one. You've got like a little bead there which comes off of the swivel, if I can hold it. There you go, a little bead. Alright, and inside that bead sits that swivel with like a little hook on the other end. Alright, so what you need to do, these are what I use all the time. I said they're made by Guru. What you need to do is thread that little bead onto your line. Okay, let that go, and then thread the swivel on, attach it using your preferred knot. Okay, just going to do another quick blood knot. Okay, pull that down nice and tight like that. Cut your tag end off, and then get your bead, put it back up to that swivel, and just pop it on the swivel like that, not too far, because you want to get your hook length on. Then get your, hopefully you can see that, get your loop of your hook length and just hook it over like that, pull it down, and then pull your bead down over the hook, and then you can see your hook is attached. Okay, let's pull that up. Let's see if you can see that hook bit. There you go. See the little bit there. Alright, that's my preferred way of attaching my hook lamps. I use that all the time. They don't let me down. So yeah, that's it basically. That is how get your float attached, get it to sit where you want it to sit on your line. That's my preferred way, using float stops. Up to you what you use. The float stops are pretty cheap. You can pick them up for sort of, I don't know, probably about £2 on eBay, and you'll probably get sort of 15, 20 on a little thing like that. Okay, they're not majorly expensive, but saying that, let me just cut that. I will show you quickly, if I can find what I've used. Yeah, I will show you quickly how you can save yourself a little bit of money. Again, money saving tips. God, I should change my name to Martin Lewis or something, shouldn't I? If you're running low on these, find yourself running low, you haven't ordered yourself some more or been to the shop or whatever, if you want to reuse them, get one of these little tools. This is the Fox one. You can see it's got that tiny little hook on the end. Okay, there's my float stop. Okay, now all I'm going to do is locate the hole on the float stop, and he says with confidence again, and push that through. Okay, push that through the hole of the float stop and it's on there. Okay, then get your float stop doobry. I'm going to call it a doobry. The wife loves me calling things doobries because she always knows what I mean. But there you go, that's the doobry for today. Okay, get that loop onto that little hook and just push your float stop back on like that, and you've got a float stop ready to use again. Okay, so just locate the hole with your little, it's just a little baiting tool, isn't it? Fox one. Hook the line onto it, push your float stop up. There you go. You've got float stops ready to use again. You've saved yourself some money. Okay, might be only a couple of quid, but it's a saving. So there you go. That's that for today. Hope the videos helped at least one person out there. This guy Bob, know you are, keep sending me really nice comments on YouTube about the Fishing for Beginners videos. I'm really glad these videos are helping you. If you know anyone else who's getting into fishing, let them know about the videos, get them to have a look. My daughter's other half is just gonna have a little day session soon with my father-in-law. Good luck with that one. Yeah, he's gonna have a little day session soon, so I've sorted him out a little box of bits down there. I've sorted him out a fishing rod and a reel and a landing net and whatever else, all the bits and bobs he needs for a day session. So yeah, he's gonna have a look through the videos and see if he can pick up a few pointers before he goes out on his day session. So yeah, hopefully they're helping people. That's what I'm here to do. So yeah, that's about it really from me for today. So give us a like and subscribe if you want to. If you want notifications of when new videos are coming, hit the bell icon and you'll be informed of whenever a new video goes live. I know I don't do videos like majorly regular like other people do. try and do them as much as possible, and I try and get out fishing as much as possible, but it's not easy. As you know, I'm registered disabled, so I can't always get out, but when I do get out, I do get some fishing on video. As you saw, I've got the Bella's Baits goodies that they sent me. You see that in a previous video in one of the corners. I'll put a link to that. Baits smell amazing. I'm really looking forward to getting out and giving them a try, so have a look at that video. Some lovely baits they've sent me. So yeah, that's about it. As I said, again, this time I'm going to go because I'm probably boring you now. So till the next video, tight lines.